Hello, human peoples. You're listening to the podcast network of Gamefully Unemployed. To support us and gain access to great exclusive podcasts like Fox Mulder is a Maniac, Tom and Jeff Watch Batman, Star Trek The Next Futurama, and our latest show, Spiel Boys, head over to patreon.com/gamefullyunemployed. We do game streaming, movie nights with our patrons every Friday night, and you can even commission your own podcast about anything you want. Literally anything, within reason, and we have to do it. You are quite frankly out of excuses not to go visit patreon.com/gamefullyunemployed. That's patreon.com/GAMEFULLY unemployed, which is spelled like it sounds. Play, kids! It's the Rutger Hauer Power Hour!
Seen things you people wouldn't believe.
Oh, kids! Children!
Hello, children of all ages.
Welcome.
Both the young and the young at heart.
Yes, this is the Rutger Hauer Power Hour. Where another episode.
Yeah, where Rutger teaches us all how to harness our own inner power, our own inner light, Dave.
Yes, how to dress like a magician constantly, or how to dress. I wrote riverboat casino dealer.
See what I wrote. I figured we'd both have some choice words for this.
Oh yeah.
Hang on.
While you're looking,
I said I had British flying ace, a chronic masturbator bluffing his way into the Olive Garden.
Yep.
Like that's when he goes to the club.
Yeah.
When he goes to the club,
he looks like he looks like Carmen Sandiego's father. Yeah.
He looks like Howard Hughes sneaking into an R-rated movie.
All right, folks, before we get started, big thank you to Nolan Mayton.
Thank you.
They are the ones who made this happen, and boy, did they.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, did they. And today's lesson is called New World Disorder, a movie from 1999 about hackers. So you can imagine how awesome it is.
Yeah.
It is only available on DVD. If you need a copy, let me know. Because I bought it.
That's how futuristic it is.
Yeah. It is a beautiful era where we knew about computers, but didn't quite know what they could do.
Right, we knew about computers in theory.
Yes.
We knew of computers.
Right. And Tom, I'm so excited to tell you about who wrote this movie.
I know one of them is Aaron Kruger, the writer of Scream 3.
Know. Oh, well, the year this came out, Aaron Kruger wrote one other movie. That movie was called Arlington Road.
Tim Robbins and Jeff Bridges?
Yes. He would go on to write Reindeer Games, Imposter, The Ring, Rings, The Ring 2, The Skeleton Key. Some of these movies, by the way, are good. I like The Skeleton Key. The Brothers Grimm, Transformers Revenge of the Fallen.
Let me stop you right there. The Brothers Grimm is not good.
No, not all of these are good. He did Transformers Dark of the Moon and Age of Extinction, Ghost in the Shell, Dumbo, Top Gun Maverick, and just in theaters, F1. Right now.
Okay, so he's with Kaczynski then.
Yeah, he's a career screenwriter.
Yeah, he is, yeah.
Who, as I'm looking at this, I'm like, he gets the job done, for better or for worse.
He is a much less talented David Koepp.
Yeah, but I gotta say, again, some of these I really like. New World Disorder in that list, considerably worse in quality. Like, he makes, for the most part, well-produced movies, like real movies.
For the
New
most
World
part,
Disorder, this is like, I want to know, because that career, I feel like what happened is this was early in career, and he had 2 screenplays, he sold them off. One of them was big company became Arlington Road. One of them, less big company, became New World Disorder.
Man,
I assume.
This feels. This is just bad.
This is
children.
just bad.
This is just bad, children. It was a real difficult lesson.
Yeah, let's get into it.
Let's get into the lesson. Let's get into today's lesson.
Yeah, so once upon a time there was a computer chip heist set to techno.
Yes. The longest montage of them preparing guns. They don't have that many guns.
No, I kept saying, I wrote, like, are these the same shots? Because it just shows computer chips getting made and people cocking guns.
Right, it was
guns.
like a Naked Gun joke. Like, it just, they kept showing. I'm like, good God, how many guns are they bringing? And then when you see them, it's like 5 guns. It's like 5.
Yes, they're
like
dressed up.
A few of them are carrying 2 guns. Like, that's less guns than the Matrix.
They show up dressed like Spaceballs.
They show up dressed like Cobra.
Yeah. I want to talk about the next segment though, but they
show up dressed like Paul Atreides robbing a bank.
They do. They have bandanas that just constantly fall off of their faces.
Yeah.
They are the worst robbers ever.
They are. Oh man, this might be for the helper section, but okay. I love these thieves. I love these thieves.
But so the idea is, again, I get the broad idea of this movie. So the broad idea,
it's Dane Cook, computer guy, has made the ultimate security program. Called the Rosetta Stone, which doesn't make any sense.
I do not know what Rosetta Stone does. I kept writing, what is
They said it's encryption software.
Right, but they keep saying, like, if you have this, millions. You're going to get millions. And it's always a different amount. And at the end, the bad guy's like, I'll just sell it on the black market. But it was just
everybody has like a completely different idea about what this is worth.
Right, it's like the rabbit's foot in Mission Impossible. Like where it's like this ambiguous, powerful thing that they don't really explain. Mission Impossible 3, which I just watched last night. And so like it's and it's purposefully ambiguous in that one, where the whole thing is he's at the end, he's like, what is it? And he's like, if you join us, I'll tell you. And he doesn't, but everybody keeps putting their own, like, I think it's this. That's what this is, where it's like it's so vague and weird that the villain just sort of is like, this is important. Whatever it is.
Yeah. It's like, it's like, this is a weird reference to make. I'm sure this is good. This is going to help all the kids, though. This is going to help all the kids. It's like in the film Big Trouble.
Right.
When the crooks find a briefcase and just assume it's worth a lot of money, it actually contains a bomb. But they just keep trying to sell it because like it's in a briefcase, and they just assume it's valuable.
Right. Also for you kids, it's like Burn After Reading, where they find the disc.
Yes.
Yeah. It's same principle, which is like,
it's probably more like Burn After Reading.
They
less
break into
like Big Trouble.
Dynaphase Systems, which is sure it's got real 1999 tech company vibes.
Yeah, it's located in one of several buildings from Demolition Man.
Yes, and so the idea is it's like these aren't your grandfather's thieves. They're high tech criminals. They're cool.
They wear several layers of leather.
Yep.
To rob the inventory warehouse of a tech company.
Right. And so the broad premise is basically
just real quick, which is a crime most people commit in cargo shorts.
Yes.
Rarely are they dressed like Desert Storm the Matrix.
Right. Again, though, they're not your daddy's.
They're not your grandpappy's thieves. That's true. Yeah.
And so the idea here is Rutger Hauer plays like a Luddite. He's a cop who's like, he doesn't understand the tech world.
Yeah.
And he has to team up with a hip young tech agent. Mm-hmm. And they have to have at it, right? And I was like, okay, I get this. Right? I get the promise here, right?
It's live free or die hard.
Right. And it's like, well, she keeps being like, you got to hack this system. He's going to use good old fashioned police work. And they'll both be right. And hopefully they won't fuck each other.
I was white knuckling it the entire movie. I was like, because he was ingratiating himself as like the old man, and she was treating him like the old man, but then it starts getting flirtatious, and I was like, oh no, you can't do this now.
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not. She's way too young for you.
Yeah.
Also, she's Selyse Baratheon from Game of Thrones.
She sure is.
Which, if you recall, that show was like, this is the ugliest woman in Westeros.
Yes, which is very funny.
Yeah, that's Game of Thrones did a lot of trying to convince us that gorgeous women were ugly.
Yes.
Like Brienne of Tarth. Look at this ogre.
Monster.
Yeah, look at this monster.
Yeah. Jesus Christ, Game of Thrones. Yeah. So yeah, that's the promise, right? And so they like have to go to a tech club, and he has to like blend in. Tech club. Yeah, the fire torture scene, which is something to their credit I've never seen before.
That was good.
Yeah,
I was like, okay, there's Aaron Kruger.
Yeah,
like I was like, this is a good idea. This is an idea that you would have seen in a good movie.
Yes,
because it's conceptually terrible, and what you see of it is terrible.
Yeah, the villain is pouring alcohol in parts of this guy's body and lighting it on fire and letting it burn to torture him. And they do to the director's credit, they show enough that it's horrific. It's like they show the beginning of it, and then they show like his arm all burnt up. And
both
like,
arms, both arms are just blackened to it looks gnarly, and then they set his stomach on fire, and then the next thing that happens
on the dance floor
is they throw him on the dance floor completely engulfed. I was like, this is what you would see in a Lethal Weapon movie. Like this is this is good. Like this is good for an action thriller.
Lethal Weapon is good because that's what this feels like. It feels like they wanted to make Lethal Weapon meets The Matrix, right? This idea of old meets new. Like, it's an old, like it's one of those films where I'm like, try it again, because I think there's a fun movie here that you feel that like maybe the script was quite good, but
man, it doesn't feel like it unless they had to make a lot of compromises for the budget.
Well, that's my big note.
Children, it is filmed in a lot of warehouses.
Yes, this movie, I couldn't tell you what really happened in it because it felt like it was mostly two cops stuck in the first half of a movie. They kept going to people and asking them stuff and staking out places and never really getting like a lead. Like literally the villains just have to like come get them at a certain point. Because, like, it's just like, let's go to this club, and then let's interrogate the people there, and then let's go talk to this hacker, and then let's go to this VR porn guy. And, like, there's not much, like, there's no action. Like, what was the action in this?
There's one cool-ass shootout when they abduct Lady Cop, who I don't even remember if she gets a name.
She does. I wrote it down. But that's like third act shit. Her name is Chris with a K.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That's how you can tell she's hip. But yeah, that wasn't a bad shootout.
No, but it mainly feels like an action movie that couldn't afford action.
Yeah, they cut around a lot of stuff. Like it's a lot of people like leaning into computer screens and telling us that they just accomplished something really cool.
It's a lot of people talking in warehouses.
Yeah, it's like cutting around a lot of stuff. So I'm glad they invested the money into burning that dude, though. That was worth it.
That was a good stunt. But again, even that scene isn't an action scene, if you remember.
No,
the guy burns. They run outside. Rutger Hauer gets drugged, and some motorcycle people bully him, and then that's it. They just drive by. And he fails to get them. And that's a lot of it is like, it's like thriller action. It's like action like in the movie Seven. You know what I mean? Where it's like, it's more of like running Black down Rain. An alleyway. Yeah. Where it's like, gotta get this guy. Oh, he got away. And
or like the
there's not like,
yeah.
There's no one like doing sick flips on a motorcycle.
No, it's kind of more sinister.
Right, but the problem
the
is
idea
this
of it
isn't
is
like,
anyway. This
This
movie is
doesn't
at no
have-
point sinister, except for the moments where it looks like Rutger Hauer and Lady Cop are about to fuck.
right. And yes, it's different sinister.
Different kind
And
of
the
sinister.
problem is there's nothing to grab onto, right? Because it's like movies like that tend to have like a mystery or like good character stuff, right?
Right, there's none of that.
There's none of that. We see the bad guy. We follow the bad guys constantly. They are a character in this. That we're
Like Andrew
watching.
McCarthy is like the co-lead, basically.
Yeah.
Like we follow him just as much as the cops.
Right, and what they're doing is not interesting.
Not at all. Not at all.
Yeah, none of this is interesting.
There's no mystery. We know what the program is from the start. We know who committed the crime. We know why they committed the crime. Like
Yeah,
they
we know
stumbled
what they're
upon
gonna
it.
do.
They were there to steal microchips, and they stumbled upon this program. And Andrew McCarthy is like, "This is clearly worth a lot of money. We're gonna go all in on selling this zip disk now. A zip disk, Dave."
Right. Yeah. God, the 90s are beautiful. Beautiful time. Yeah, it gets to the point. There's the part where they kidnap the capable federal agent. And then like there's a scene where like there's a lot of scenes where Rutger Hauer gets behind a guy and points a gun at him, and then another guy points a gun at him, and then they all kind of like disperse. And there's a part where they have her. He's got his gun on one of them. They got his gun on them, and they're like, "We're getting out of here. Don't follow us." And then it just cuts to Rutger Hauer at the police station smoking a cigarette, and it's like that's where an action scene would go, right? Like
Right.
that's where you'd get him. He would try to get her
Right.
back. They'd get away, and he'd go, "Damn!" But he just
The way it's
gives up.
presented, the way it's presented, like he could, like the only thing that could have happened is like the moment they're like, "Don't follow us." He was like, "Okay," turned around and ran back to his police car
Yes.
and drove back to the station.
yeah, he just gave up.
Like he ran away.
And we'll get into his character, but yeah, there's just like, it's just people kind of being like cowards a little bit or not capable, all just sort of, and that's the bad guys and good guys, all just sort of interweaving, like, and knocking into each other randomly until it's like watching Plinko, where you're like, it could go anywhere.
Yeah.
Like, that's what it felt like. It was just like everybody knocking against each other to a result. To the
Yeah.
point, well, we'll get into how it resolves.
Like it's funny you mentioned Plinko because you could take bets on the direction of this film. Like
Yeah.
it encourages that.
Yes. So I don't know. I don't know what to say about the plot because, like, did I miss anything? It was just mainly people. Like, it felt like they never got closer to the bad guys in their progress.
No, not
like,
really.
in their investigation. It just, suddenly the bad guys literally come up and then it's just like nab her and kidnap her.
Yeah, they're in the middle of a stakeout and the bad guys ambush them.
Right. I don't remember what that stakeout was of because it was just one more fucking thing.
Yeah, they had like a buyer for their fake program.
Yeah.
Like they were trying to use the Rosetta Stone program to like find a buyer to like, follow the money to the criminals.
Yeah.
And then the criminals just show up and start shooting at them.
And
So,
again,
like, none
this
of
is
it
like-
matters.
Right, and that's like over an hour in the movie. Like they're doing stakeouts over an hour in the movie. This is what I mean. Where it's like you watch most cop movies, how do those progress, right? Is like they'll do the cop stuff first, right? They'll do stakeout, they'll interview people, and at the halfway point, something big
There's
happens.
a big twist. Yeah, the mystery gradually opens up.
Right, and then it's like a chase. And then like they do the right thing where someone gets kidnapped, right? And the cops are like, we have to go buy the book. And the other cop has to be like renegade about it. So they understood like some of that. It just didn't feel like they had the budget to do like the big satisfying action scenes that would be filler in that plot.
Yeah, so it was a lot of scenes of people having the same conversation.
Yeah. And then it ends with, I want to say, a 3-way date with Rutger Hauer.
Oh, they're a throuple.
I-
They're a throuple.
Yeah, okay. him and two young people.
Yeah, they're all going to have
Just in a
sex with each
car.
other, but he's going to leave the bow tie on.
Of course he is. Nothing else.
Those are his love handles.
Yeah.
You grab onto to that bow tie like like a set of handlebars.
Oh yeah. You going on a ride. Oh fuck. Should we talk about that? Should we talk about all of that?
I think so.
This is Rutger's Make Believe, folks, where we talk about his character named David Marks. So as we've alluded to, they want to do this thing. He wakes up sleeping on the couch in the police station.
Right. In his, I think it's his office.
Yes, still in his clothes, hungover.
With a medical skeleton.
Yes. What was that?
Don't know.
Why was that there? Who on set? Was it somewhere where someone was like, hey, I found this in the dumpster? And they're like, cool.
That
stick
makes
it in
sense
the
to
scene.
be in his office.
He's not a doctor.
No, you
What
can't
is
just
happening?
have those.
You can, but you shouldn't. Not in a fucking police station.
I mean, you have to buy them from like a medical supplier or like a,
Right.
That's, yeah.
He hides booze around the station.
He doesn't hide it. It's in the break
you're right.
room fridge.
He takes it, and he immediately talks about how he hates computers. So it's like, okay, grizzled detective trope, right? He says, step on it to another cop for some reason. Grizzled Indiana Jones type, alcoholic,
His
end
life
of his
it's-
rope.
Right, yeah, his life is falling apart.
Right. So why would they take that character and have him wear a bow tie?
A bow tie and a scarf.
Yes, every day a different bow tie.
He has a closet full of them. He
I
has
can't
them arranged, Dave.
Right. That doesn't like. This is one of those things where it's like, this is basic like character work, right? Like Riggs, when he wakes up, when he's sitting there with a gun in his mouth, he's not wearing a fancy bow tie.
He's not wearing a cummerbund.
Right. The point is to show a guy who doesn't give a shit. And everything about his character shows he doesn't. He's sleeping in the police station. He's drinking. And yet he dresses like he owns a fucking fancy restaurant.
He dresses like a college professor.
Yeah.
At one point later in the film, he literally wears a Mr. Rogers sweater.
Yes. He does.
It's when Andrew McCarthy calls him for the ransom.
Right.
It's like, I'm serious. You know this. You know the red sweater that Mr. Rogers wears? Picture it, listener. Okay, that is genuinely exactly what he's wearing in that scene.
Whoever did costume design in this just had something they wanted to get out. Like, that's what it felt like. They were like trying out for a different role. Yes. Well, at one point, he has a wallet chain. Did you notice that?
I did not notice the wallet chain.
He goes to the crime scene dressed with a bow tie, leather jacket that matches his brown shirt, green pants, a thin blonde mustache, and a wallet chain. Maybe it was a pocket watch. I'm not sure. But it's a chain going from his belt to his pocket. Like a wallet chain. And it works. It works in the ensemble. And it's like, he's not only doing this like bow tie thing, but like you said, he later has like a sweater. One time he has a white scarf. Like he's trying things out in like he's doing stuff.
He's a trendsetter.
Right. He is dressed wildly different every time you see him, with the exception of a bow tie. He starts with a bow tie and works out from
right.
there.
Yeah.
That's what he's doing.
It not only keeps his collar together, but it ties the outfit together as well.
Right.
That outfit, that wallet chain outfit. He's just like a time conductor.
Yes. He has a thin fedora in the club. Like we mentioned, a black leather jacket, white knit scarf. What the fuck is happening? It's hard to fully articulate like how
it is. I have in my notes, like, it is a distracting bow tie. Like,
yes. He is.
We're not just leaning on it for comedy's sake. Like, it is a noticeable bow tie that he is wearing.
Absolutely. He is so distracting in this. It really is like mostly every scene. It was like I couldn't concentrate on the rest of the plot.
No.
It's the biggest thing about his character, that and the fact that he Right. He aggressively. So I actually liked this. This is not the intuitive thing to do. So he doesn't like technology.
No.
There's a part at the so like he's, but I guess I called him a Luddite. He's not actually, because this was the interesting part is his arc through the movie. If you watch,
Is he
the
learns,
first time. Yeah, he tries to plug in a mouse and he gets mad. And he's like, son of a bitch.
Well, he pulls out like a Commodore covered with dust, and the rest of the police station's like, hey, look at this.
I actually thought that was an endearing idea because at the beginning he's like, technology. And then he's sort of like hiding the fact that he's just like, does feel like he's missing out. And then they show him like casually pick up a Windows 95 for dummies.
Yeah, reading a Windows 98 guide.
Yeah, and then he's like, can I borrow this? And the guy's like, yeah, keep it. And then at the end, he's like, one of the saddest lines in any movie was, quote, when things die down for a bit, will you help me set up my email? Classic action hero line.
It's while they're doing the stakeout. It's right before the big shootout. So like she gives him this long, meaningful look, and it's like, sure. So like in that moment, you're like, oh, she's gonna die. Like you think she's gonna die, and like that's gonna be like it's gonna be like the moment from Captain America where it's like, I guess I'm gonna have to get a rain check on that dance. Except it's like, I guess I'm gonna have to get a rain check on setting up your fucking AOL email.
And then she sets it up at the end. He gets an email from his daughter like a real old person would. And
that's right. That's another thing where he's like, he has an estranged relationship with his daughter. We never see her. It's mentioned once at the beginning, and then the email happens at the very end. That was the moment I remembered that his daughter was even a thing in this movie.
Right. And he mentions her because a lady who wants to fuck him is the same age earlier in a scene. Which, sure.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah. But the email thing, again, it's both funny and like endearing. Like you could put that line, when things die down for a bit, will you help me set up my email, in every Harrison Ford movie after the 2000s. Like that could be a line he says in every single one, and it would be so believable.
This case up, kid.
Right. It's the most believable. It's such a believable Rutger Hauer line.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, that is exactly what I imagine him saying to any young person.
Well dressed like that.
Well dressed like that.
The other line I had written down for him was, I work a little slower than the speed of light. And I have never believed Rutger more than in this moment.
Yeah.
Because he says it while wearing a bow tie and a scarf. With a very thin mustache.
Right. God, he's dressed like a I don't know. Yeah, you said Howard Hughes at one point, right?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, old-timey aviator at a party.
Yeah.
Really, yeah.
I said he's dressed like Howard Hughes trying to sneak into an R-rated movie.
The other believable part is when he tries VR porn and loves it.
Right, he just like quickly excuses himself while she's off doing like investigation. He steals away to take VR porn for a spin.
Right.
And then she comes in and asks him how it is.
Right, and he's just, he's not embarrassed.
No, he's like, oh, I have the hugest boner I've ever had.
Yeah. I do like
his bow tie spins in that scene.
Right. I like his reply because it does feel like a writer who's tried VR porn, where he's just like, oh, it's really cool and sexy and weird. And it's like, yeah, that makes sense. That is. Have you ever tried VR porn, Tom?
No.
Because I have VR porn glasses. I never like jerked it to VR porn, but I've like thrown on the VR and been like, okay, what does this look like? Immediately haunting. Immediately haunting. Imagine being in, like, imagine someone just right in your face. That's what's creepy about it. It's like, oh God, you flinch. You're like, get away.
I have seen a video of it.
Yeah, if you do that in VR, you realize
the thing that you would be seeing in the headset.
Right, you realize like one of the things that gets me in VR constantly is when a character gets up in your face. Like that's used for horror in VR. And so that's the same principle.
You do feel like a personal space violation. Like even if it's like a friendly character, it's like a little...
There's a scene, sorry, this is a deviation, but in the Batman VR,
I was just thinking about that.
The guy shoots your parents and then gets in your face, and you're like, this is scary. I had the exact same response physically to that as I did to VR porn of some chick being like, hey, baby, getting in your face. I was just like, get the fuck
right.
up. Jesus Christ. Like, it's weird.
Killer Croc jerking me off.
Right. I don't want to come down too hard on it, but like, it felt like something where it's like, what? How do you enjoy this? How could you enjoy this? It just, I don't know. So like, I guess Rutger Hauer enjoys it.
Yeah, he's having a blast. So does Dime Store Jermaine Clement later.
That fucking guy.
I love this guy. I can't wait to talk about him. He's my favorite helper children.
He is. Well, anything else about Rutger himself?
Let's see. We talked about the throuple.
I want to note that he really doesn't do much in this film.
No, yeah, this is one I was just about to read. His key witness gets set on fire in front of them, like we were discussing, and they do very little to save him. Like, he really takes his time finding a fire extinguisher.
And the other woman, we'll talk about that, doesn't even try.
No, she runs upstairs to look for the culprit.
She literally is running at him, and I thought, oh, she's going to put him out, and then runs
right past him. Doesn't even look at him.
Yeah, does not care. Yeah, and again, mostly what he does is he walks into a room, points his gun at somebody, and goes like, stop right there, and then somehow that person gets away. He does, at least once, have the main villain point blank at gunpoint with his mask off, and that guy gets away.
That is a very funny scene.
Extremely funny. he gets drugged, bullied by dudes on motorcycles. He is just, in terms of action, they just don't have the budget for him to do anything. Not even drive in a cool way.
Like it's like a whole movie of Professor Henry Jones Sr.
Mm-hmm. It really is, because then you're like, okay, well, the agent will be the cool. Like, she should know karate. Nope. She gets kidnapped. She becomes the damsel. And it's like, how are you even worse than Rutger Hauer?
Right. Like, how is he not the one that's being kidnapped?
Yes.
Or just straight up having a heart attack?
Yes.
Or stealing away to go make trains out of wood because he's dressed like a toy maker from the 19th century.
He's dressed like Geppetto.
Yes.
Oh my God.
He's dressed like Geppetto.
Holy shit. Can't stress it enough. I've never seen anything like this. The most realized part of this movie is his outfit. That is the most...
It's so consistent.
Yes. And so thought out and detailed that it's incredible. I hope that costume designer went on to do great things. Or he brought it from home.
Right. It's just Rutger's wardrobe.
Yeah.
It was impressively consistent.
It really was. I guess we can talk about the helpers. Should we look for the helpers? Also, I just looked up the costume designer. Not much. They did dog soldiers.
Oh.
Yeah.
That sounds about right.
But they didn't go on to great things.
There's one scene where he's driving all over the road like Ben Gazzara in Roadhouse. Right. And like they show his face and he's just like snarling. Like he's really mad at driving. Like he's mad he can't just imagine wherever it is he wants to go and then open his eyes and be there.
He's got that Rutger snarl that he loves.
It's a real perpetual snarl, yeah. He's not... Didn't have time for your nonsense.
Yeah, maybe he just hates all machines, not just computers.
He is, yeah. He prefers the horse and buggy.
Yeah.
God's machine.
Should we look for the helpers?
Man, I would love to help find the helpers. Help us find the helpers, children.
There's the Dynaphase computer guys. So they're the ones who build the Rosetta Stone while getting high at work. They're doing an office space, I think. Again, it's unclear, but they seem to be doing a crime. Their
Yeah.
Rosetta Stone has cool sound effects when you open it.
Mm-hmm.
One of them, Mark, has a computer chip necklace. They're like, we live and breathe computers.
They are so cyber, bro. Computer Dane Cook is named Coltrane, which is incredible.
Yes. They remind me of like in the X-Files whenever they meet computer people.
Oh, yeah.
They're like, I'm a tech guy. That's my life. That's my lifestyle. Like that's all. Like this was the era where being into computers was your identity.
Yeah. Like every layer of you and your personality is computers.
Yes.
Gosh. Yeah, there's something they say, like you mentioned the Office Space thing, but they say like the opposite thing. They say like, if you steal $100, somebody's going to notice. You steal $100 million, it's just an error in the program. I'm like, I think you have that backwards.
Yes, they have that backwards. They're getting high after all.
Yeah.
They're just, these guys are...
Like, $100 is the amount that they won't even notice.
Right.
$100 million is not going to get written off as an error, guys.
That's absolutely madness.
That is a catastrophic amount of money to just misplace because of an error. Anyway, they hold the keys to the future in the palm of their zip disk.
Yeah. Should we talk about how the thieves in general? I have a lot on them.
100 megabytes, Dave, of storage capacity.
Oh yeah, that's all you'll ever need.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. This movie features the worst thieves I've ever seen. So I want to start with the fact that the thing they do, the way they operate, is on motorbike almost exclusively.
Mm-hmm.
They refuse to walk. They take motorbikes everywhere.
I would as well.
Yep.
Honestly, I'd strap one to each foot if I could.
Yeah. They robbed this place by firing a rocket
launcher
into the building.
Twice!
And motorbiking into the lobby. And then the robber immediately takes off his mask so the cameras can catch him doing a murdering the security guard.
Several murders.
He regularly takes off his mask. They are the worst thieves ever. They are awesome thieves. But like just the motorbikes alone, everybody can hear them within blocks. Like they're not doing, like if you want to rob a place, you would traditionally want to not get caught, right?
Right. Generally, the less time it takes for your crime to be noticed, the better.
Right. And they announce their crime.
Right. If you're, a good rule of thumb is if you're on a heist and you find yourself reloading a rocket launcher, something has gone wrong.
Yeah. Either that or you're playing GTA.
Right.
Unless you want to do a Die Hard and you're trying to pretend to be terrorists, you do not do it this way. This is a bad way.
It's in the same, it's in the same book of wisdom as if you're on a heist and you find yourself a Tom Sizemore with a child hostage.
Exactly.
Something has gone wrong.
It's gone very wrong.
Something has gone terribly wrong.
They speak in computer talk. They say when they find the two guys, they go, watch your backs. We got a few bugs in the program. They then, when they kill the guy, say system disconnected. So that's how they've chosen to speak.
I genuinely thought there was going to be because it's not clear at this point that it takes place just contemporarily. Like it seems like I just assumed we were at least a few decades in the future. So I genuinely thought that dude was going to be a robot.
That'd be amazing.
Because he says it like a robot, amazing. Like he does robot voice. And there's nobody around him. He's just murdered the only other person in the room. So that wasn't for anybody else's benefit but himself.
Just for him.
He's doing the robot voice for himself. So it's like, well, this guy must be a robot or else he's just a weird lunatic.
But he is. That's exactly what he is.
He did murder a guy. If you're going to put together a team of murderers, a weird lunatic is a good guy to have in the draft there. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's true.
The main hacker, the boss, he's like 35. I don't think he's ever touched a computer. He immediately gets caught and has to be hit by a van to get away. He gets scooped
McCarthy.
up on the van. Yes.
Weekend at Bernie's, Andrew McCarthy.
You're right. He then throws away their entire heist to go after this this Rosetta Stone that he thinks will probably be worth something.
Mm-hmm.
They keep using their names. When they go to the guy's house and see that the witness still arrived, they go, "Oh, Bishop, he's still alive."
Yeah.
And it's all, they do all the wrong things. Constantly, again, they wear these shitty bandanas. He constantly takes it off. He kidnaps
they just rip them off immediately like a Trump voter at a grocery store.
Exactly. He kidnaps a federal agent, brings her around to his crimes, keeps taking off his mask, and then live streams himself holding her hostage.
Mm-hmm.
The worst fucking... He's like, give me a copy of the Rosetta Stone so I could sell it on the black market. So he's telling the government exactly what he plans to do, what his face looks like, what his name is. He is doing so little work to not be caught. He does not care.
He's really bad at this.
To the point
go ahead.
that he dies because
trying to catch the laptop.
he does a Mr. Bean over a balcony and dies. Rutger Hauer does not kill anybody in this. Does not kill him. He doesn't do shit. The FBI lady, the Fed, throws the laptop in the air. He goes, "Oh!"
Right, he two-faces him. He two-faces him from Batman Forever.
Yeah. And he falls over the balcony and dies. That's how he dies in this. He makes a sound. He goes, "Whoa!"
Whoa! Yeah. It's almost as funny as the sound John Travolta makes in Broken Arrow.
Yes.
Their names, like the elite squad of hacker assassins that he runs, all of their names were like so goofball cool guy names that I just assumed they were all code names.
Right.
So like when they're calling him Bishop, I'm like, oh, okay, he's gonna like. Also, he has one of those lip piercings, like his chin piercings.
Yeah, he sure does.
Just picture Andrew McCarthy with a goatee, a chin piercing, and a neck tattoo. Wearing the same leather, like he and his goons wear the same outfit for several consecutive days.
Oh yeah, they stink.
They are the smelliest heisters. The part that made me really, really laugh was when they come into the house, like they drive their motorbikes through the house and then come in and just start unloading machine guns everywhere.
Right. Again, they travel via motorbike even into houses.
Yeah. Because they're cool.
Yes.
They're wearing leather jackets, Dave. I don't know if you noticed.
They're cooler, more like they're so cool that it compromises them.
Right. They're too cool.
Too cool. Yes.
But so they come in there and they unload their guns, and then the motorbike guys leave, and Bishop is just kind of walking out, and then Rutger comes out and points a gun at his back and is like, "Freeze!" And then he freezes, but then he spins around with his dual machine guns and unloads his dual machine guns. And then he turns around and runs 5 more feet, and then Rutger just catches him again immediately.
Yes!
Like, I could not believe my eyes.
They're so bad at crime. They are so bad at crime. They need to do something else. Like, I get the feeling that this is their first crime. Like, they have never crimed before. And that would explain a lot, right? Like, this is like... They're like Guy Ritchie characters. Like, they're like comically bad, but the movie never like points that out in any way.
No, because I don't think the movie understands that they're terrible heisters. They're bad thieves.
He dies because he trips over a balcony.
Yeah. He dies saying, "Whoa, what?"
Yep. Very, very bad.
I couldn't. Like, Rutger says, "Freeze!" He turns around like, "Yeah, die, copper!" and just unloads these machine guns and turns around and runs. And then he gets 5 feet. And Rutger has him again.
Yeah. It's like a cat trying to get away.
Playing cops and robbers.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a cat trying to get away.
Or you're just like, nope.
And then,
gotcha.
like you mentioned, he gets away there by getting hit by a van. Like, his henchmen come by in a van, and he just gets hit by it.
Yes, they hit. He literally, like, he acts like it's a cool thing, but he definitely got hurt.
Right,
where he's like they're not.
ribs.
Yeah, they're going towards him and Rutger, and he's like, they're not going to stop, buddy, or something. And Rutger gets out of the way, and he just sort of, the van like kind of slows down, and he awkwardly lets the van hit him. Like, I think this is one of those cases where it's like, I think they had in their mind or on the page like a really cool stunt where he like grabs on and flips into the van or something, but they couldn't do that.
Right,
so
like,
he just
like
kind
in
of
the Dark
gets
Knight
hit.
when he gets yanked out of the building with Lau.
Right, and he just kind of gets like slowly hit by the van and then clings onto the front.
And like,
it's,
we mean like
it's
a
like-
van.
Yeah,
Like, like this is a plumber's type van.
you're right. And it's just awkward and weird, and he definitely got hurt. It's like something like
It's the Wet Bandits
it's
van.
like right. It's like something like your buddies would do in high school. Like it felt like a you just watched Jackass and you wanted to try something.
This
like
is a
that kind of-
rotten.com video.
Yeah, exactly. And it's so awkward and weird.
And then they're driving away, and he's like clinging to the hood, like, yeah!
Yeah,
like
he's trying to be like slug
trying to
sucker,
turn
but,
it into a win.
But he
It's
looks
like,
kind of
you
scared.
just,
Yeah,
like, he's got blood coming out of his mouth.
Yes.
It's
So
like,
they're gonna
dude,
go there.
I
They're
think
gonna
I think some organs got pulverized there.
They're gonna drive for like 10 minutes.
And he's just like
with
dead.
them on there. And they're all like, "Woo, we did it!"
It's karma for Weekend at Bernie's. They have to pretend he's alive now for the rest of the
Right.
movie.
Because the alternative is they get around the corner and then he's just like, "Ow, ow, ow!"
Just-
and they pull over and they grab him. And they go to the ER immediately with him.
Yeah. It's like they cut his jacket off and it just looks like
Yeah.
a bag of sticks. Whoa!
What an asshole! What a stupid thing to happen.
He fucking sucks so much.
He sucks
He's
so much.
He is my favorite trope of low budget action movies. Like
Yeah.
the cool guy villain. Oh,
Right.
he's so great.
He's amazing.
He kills his last henchman for no reason.
Just
that
for, I guess he
henchman-
wants the
I
money.
get right, but at that point it's his last henchman. Like,
Also, it's not over.
No.
He actually needs him
he
in
really
the next
needed
scene.
that
Yeah.
guy.
Because in the next scene, he's like alone, like, all right, nobody fucking move, like holding her hostage, like freaking out because he doesn't have anybody to
Right.
help him.
Because it's all over for him, yeah. But like
He
I
sucks
guess
at crime.
he's so bad at it. Like, would it have really been that hard to split the booty one way?
Or wait to kill him
Yeah, at the
until you
very
have
least,
the
yeah.
money.
Wait until you're on the plane to Acapulco, then
Yeah.
shoot him. Also,
Yeah.
that guy was really on his side too. Like that
Yes.
guy loved Bishop.
That guy was ride or die.
yeah, that guy really believed in his plan.
Was he Quark? I was trying to figure out the names. There's one named Quark, and like Deep Space Nine, and there was a guy who was like really cheering them on, who I think it was that guy.
Yeah, he was the guy where like the other guy was like, I think this plan to sell the software is kind of stupid. We should probably get back to selling microchips.
Right.
And he was like, don't you dare question Bishop's plan or I'll
Yes.
shoot you in the face.
And he's the guy where at the end he dies going, "All right,"
Yeah.
and then gets shot by his own
Shot
boss.
by his own dude. The
'Cause he's
dude
so
he
excited.
he defended you, Bishop.
Yeah. What a sad tale of maybe Quark. I don't know what his name was.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember what his name was.
Weldon, he's the guy who takes Rutger on a fantastic journey through the crimes the night before, just shouting out. He didn't need to be that descriptive, but he was. He tells him like jokes. Sullivan, the competing alcoholic cop
Oh yeah.
who is stealing his booze. I wrote down the bouncer who lets an entire line in for $100.
An entire
I
line of children.
Yes, I froze it to check. $100 in 1999 money. Still not enough. He's going to get fired.
No, $100 is enough for maybe two people in 1999 money. Maybe.
Yeah. Amethyst, the club owner who flirts with Rutger on the dance floor.
Scottish club owner.
Yeah.
She-
Who is either very charmed from him or wants to steal his organs. Oh no, she's drugging him. That's what her game is.
So yeah, she's going to steal his organs.
I don't know if there's a performance issue, but when her lover gets lit on fire, she looks horny about it at first and then sad.
Also, well, when she gets strangled to death later, she just closes her eyes.
Yeah.
Like somebody dying in a Shakespeare play.
I don't think they had the budget to do those stunts.
Also, there's no furniture in her club. The only piece of furniture is the snick couch, and it's in her office.
Yeah, you're right. What an asshole.
Yeah, what a terrible club.
What a bad club.
It's probably why Andrew McCarthy choked her.
Yeah. Chris, our computer detective. Again, I just kept being like, is she flirting with him? I'm so scared that she's flirting with him. She sees a man we said gets lit on fire on the dance floor.
Runs right past him.
Yep. When Rutger Hauer gets drugged, she brings him booze to clear his head.
Yeah, a little hair of the dog, man.
Yeah. And then she flirts for most information. And then she has her hacker buddy who is... This is all fucked up. So we have Leo the hacker. Mm-hmm. The darkest thing said in this movie is they note about Leo the hacker, quote, he hit puberty behind bars. And I was like, that is awful when you put it that way.
Yeah, that is a terrible comment on society.
Right. So he's a teen hacker that got put in jail that I do believe she's been grooming.
Yes.
Okay. Because, yeah, he's into her. He works at an arcade. He has a secret arcade hacking room. Mm-hmm. And he's not supposed to do it, but she's having him violate his restraining order stuff.
Right. He's, Johnny Lee Miller in Hackers. He's forbidden from using the internet or being on a computer. So he does it in secret in the back room of his Flynn's arcade.
And how old is he?
In his 20s, probably.
Probably, right? Mm-hmm. And she's supposed to be like in her 30s. Rutger's
she's definitely
50s.
Yeah, he's got,
So, like, the end of this movie is this teen hacker in a car with her and Rutger going off on a date?
Right, it seems like Rutger's going to be there as the chaperone, but also, like, it's the chaperone who's going to finger them both.
Right, it's like a Russian nesting doll of grooming, where it's like, okay, he was groomed by her. Like, she, again, seemed to have some sort of thing, like, used his prison, like, his crimes against him, right? He
says that they met while he was in prison, like in a chat room while they were,
as a teen in prison.
Yeah, so she was grooming this kid for a while.
Right, she says he hit puberty behind bars. Mm-hmm. And it's like, does she think of that as an asset? Does she think of that as like a good thing about him?
Yes.
And so she clearly groomed him, and now she's using him to do illegal hacking.
Yeah, I think that's why, right?
Yeah, and probably she's flirting with him, and now they're gonna bang this kid,
or kill him.
I assume or kill him. Yeah,
maybe both.
Maybe both.
It is a Friday.
Maximilian Biggs, Tom.
Holy shit. This is where I wrote, this is Jermaine Clement in a Lethal Weapon movie.
Yeah, I mentioned the name Quark. He dresses like Quark in DS9.
Yes, he does.
He has a swinger sex party, and for some reason, the most disturbing thing about it was in the middle of the day.
A lot of these parties and like these club visits are in the middle of the day.
Yeah, he makes CD-ROM porn, which is just regular porn, really.
Right, it's just porn. Yeah, what are we doing here?
And let me tell you, he is not a coward.
No, they come in. So he's going to buy Rosetta Stone, right? I think that's it.
Yeah.
And he's like looking at it and being like, oh, this is cool. I'm going to get a lot of money of this. And then later he's doing his VR porn when Bishop and the bad guys burst in and they're like, give us the Rosetta Stone. And he was like, I don't know what you're talking about. Rosetta Stone? What? And then he pulls out 2 fucking guns and wastes 2 of them, Dave.
Yes. He kills more people than Rutger Hauer does. He
kills more people than any of the heroes.
Yes. He's suddenly in the Matrix. He's just like, poo, 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 and they have to take him down like a bear. And like, where was this? Because everything before this point, he's like, hey, I'm a sleazy porn guy. He's the kind of guy that you'd hang upside down and be like, I'll tell you anything, man. I'll tell you everything. And he'd rat out all his friends. But he's fucking ride or die. He's just like, I will go out fucking in a blaze of glory before I give up my cop friends.
Yep.
And he just, it's so shocking.
Yeah.
What a fucking mystery of a man.
Yeah.
I don't know where his allegiance lies at all.
I think he was just like a YOLO dude, right? Like he was like, I am going to live the life fantastic for as long as I'm here.
Yeah.
And when it's time for me to go, I'm going to die historic.
Yeah. He's just the principal. He's like, you come into my fucking house, I don't care what you want.
Yeah.
If you want to borrow a pencil, I'm going to shoot you.
You're getting blasted.
Yeah.
Like he kills like 2/3 of the bad guys.
Right.
Like
and his
Bishop kills one of them.
Yeah.
And Rutger shoots one in the house. Rutger shoots the computer guy in the house.
Okay, so he does get one kill.
He gets one, but this guy gets 2, and then Bishop gets the last guy. And then Bishop takes himself out. Well, technically she gets him. She Batman Forever him.
Yeah. And this guy's name is Maximilian Biggs. At least that's the only name he's given us. And then he has his performer, Gloria Gigabytes.
Biggs. Oh, yeah, Gloria Gigabytes.
What an amazing career this lady has. CD-ROM porn star. I know, like, I'm sure she, like, in a few years, she just rolls, you know, like, in a few years earlier than this, she was probably doing magazines, but she's just rolling with whatever's cutting edge, basically.
Yeah.
But now, she's Gloria Gigabytes.
Internet porn in, like 2 years, yeah. It's going to just be on the internet in a little bit.
It's just, what an amazing time. CD-ROM porn, where we were like, this is the future.
Yeah, you're making a distinction.
Yeah.
I'm a cyber performer.
Yeah. And I get, again, this was when the internet and when computers were cooler, when you could call yourself a cyber performer. Like, we should be able to call ourselves that, Tom.
We could.
We are. We're cyber performing
right
performers.
Now. Yeah, right now.
We're in the World Wide Web, you know? But no, we don't get to make it as cool anymore.
Rutger says, I'm a cyber dick.
Yeah, he does. It's pretty good.
I wish that were true.
Yeah, me too. That's all the helpers I have. Any other helpers?
Let's see. We already talked about Leo the computer hacker. I just wrote that he's so stoked that Lady Cop gets kidnapped. Because he's like, this is all I've ever dreamed of, is that she needs my help to save her life. And then he's like, do you think I can get a date out of saving her?
And Rutger's like, yeah, I bet you can manipulate this situation, sure.
Yeah, you probably could. That's worth taking a guy to dinner. But we need to have a long talk with him about treating friendships with women like transactional relationships.
Right. My favorite version of this, by the way, is, I think we mentioned it, Scream 3, when Cotton Weary is like, I'll save you. Can I get that interview? And she's like, yeah. Consider it done. Yeah. She says, I love that poet because it's like, yeah, actually he's very low. He shouldn't be asking. He should just save her. But for asks, that's pretty low stakes. Yeah. Kill the bad guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I guess that's what this guy's doing. He's like, listen, is it worth a date? Maybe.
Yeah, and it turns out, yeah, it was, as long as Rutger can come along as a chaperone / fingering judge.
Exactly. Again, it's bad. I would argue the probably the most, like, quote unquote problematic part of this movie. I mean, it's hard to say this movie has any, because it's so, like, it's like a movie made by aliens, so it's hard to, like, act this way, I guess, because it's just gibberish. The movie is a mess. But, like,
right, parts of it feel like a trick.
Right. But they bring in this lady who's like, I'm a Fed. I'm like the cool, hip young person. And then she is completely incapable of anything and just gets captured and becomes a bargaining chip for a date. And it's like, that's a shame. Like, that's a real shame.
Yeah. In the movie's defense, I'll say she gets kidnapped in the middle of a firefight. Like, she gets taken hostage, basically.
Right.
So it's not like bad. Like,
Yeah, it works in the logic of it. I just mean thematically. It's
Yeah,
like,
I know.
I would have rather her be
Yeah, it would. Yeah,
an
It's
interesting, competent character. Yeah.
yeah. Instead of just the bargaining chip.
Again, there was a promise of a movie here that they didn't fulfill.
Yeah, there's glimpses. Like we said,
Yeah.
there's glimpses. I have one more pair of helpers that I can't. I need to call out. I can't move on until we do, and that's the two security guards at the beginning.
Oh yeah.
Her trying to figure out, is a rocket launcher being fired at us?
Yes, they
Like what? He's sitting there peering at the rocket as it's flying toward. It's in flight.
In their defense, if someone fired a rocket at you, there is a chance your brain wouldn't register what you're seeing in that moment.
Yeah, it's
It is such an alien concept that your brain...
Exactly. You said, I was about to say it's Harry Dean Stanton, an alien, where it's just he doesn't know what he's looking at, so he just stands there.
It's like, is this going to give me a gift? Yeah. Maybe it's good.
Like you would be looking at this. Is it a firework? Like your brain wouldn't.
Yeah. What am I looking at? And then darkness, eternal darkness.
Yeah.
Like it would just be. Psh, you'd never know.
No.
You'd never know what you were looking at.
Man, sweet blessed oblivion.
Mm-hmm. Your last. I would hope for these guys. I would hope there's an afterlife just so they could immediately get into the afterlife and the first thing said to them is, it was a rocket launcher. And them go, oh!
It was a rocket launcher. Oh!
Thank you. And they're like, well, welcome to hell.
Oh, I bet I died cool, huh? That's probably cool.
But yeah, those guys are champs.
Define cool.
Amazing.
Yeah, those are all my helpers.
Cool. So, final question. What did we learn today? I wrote down railing safety.
Railing safety is important.
Yeah. We didn't learn about technology.
We didn't learn very much about technology at all. I think we learned something about team management. I think we learned that if you suddenly change up the team's goals, it can really affect the dynamic. And things can really suffer. Your productivity can suffer. And you can wind up getting shot by Maximilian Biggs or tripping over a railing, like you said, railing safety.
Right.
Or getting shot by your supervisor.
Yeah. It's definitely like, this is how not to do crimes.
It's definitely, a solid guide on what not to do when heisting.
Yeah. Don't take off your mask. Don't use your names. Don't live stream it. Don't show a Fed what you're doing.
Mm-mm.
None of those things are good.
Right? That's an important thing too.
Don't be extremely loud.
Law enforcement officer is like the worst hostage to take, honestly.
Yeah, real bad.
Don't buy the rocket launch. Resist the temptation of buying the rocket launcher from that guy at the gun show.
Right, or if you buy it, just use it privately.
Mm-hmm.
Fire it at an old car or something, not at security guards.
Yeah.
Bad crime. Bad crime.
Not good crime, no.
Do you want to know?
Get more. If you're gonna open a club, invest in some furniture. I know it's mostly about dancing, but people get tired and they'll want to sit down. And you know what they'll want to do when they sit down, Dave? They're going to want to order some drinks.
They will.
And that's how you make money at a club.
Yeah. That is how you make money at a club.
I can't believe they let... this is the other probably best piece of advice they give us is that if you dress like H.G. Wells, you can get into the club for $100.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
That checks out. He was most equipped to get into that club more than anything else.
You wouldn't have the heart. You wouldn't keep that guy out.
No, how could you?
You'd see him coming from the end of the block and be like, I hope he's coming here.
There's a certain... That's the thing about being an old guy. Like, not middle-aged. Me, right now, even if I was wearing... Especially if I was wearing a bow tie, they're not letting me into any clubs.
No, you're not getting into any buildings.
take me and make me 60. Oh, I'm getting everywhere. Old man in a suit, when you look like you might be the devil, it's like, oh yeah, you're getting into clubs. They love
Just
that shit.
walk
Clubs.
around wearing a tuxedo at all times.
Yeah. Then people, it's the fedora rule, right? Like you can only really wear a fedora if you're Harrison Ford or if you're 70.
Right. I was going to say Paul
cool.
Newman.
Paul Newman, yeah. That's another good example.
But Paul Newman at 70.
Right. Yes. Well, that's it. You know what? Our final movie. We have one more episode.
What is it?
One more episode.
What is it, children?
The Blood of Heroes. It's a movie written and directed by David Webb Peoples.
Okay.
Yeah. For people who don't know, that's the writer of Blade Runner. And fucking 12 Monkeys. And Leviathan and Lady Hawk.
Lady Hawk.
Yeah, this has Delroy Lindo in it.
Oh shit!
And it's about post-apocalyptic football with a dog skull. So
that's the ball.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
I'll read the synopsis. In a future where most of mankind and technology is wiped out, 6 people travel from place to place playing a brutal form of football with a dog skull. Oh, God, the second sentence is even crazier somehow. They hope one day to play in the league in a city. Something about that plus apocalypse. Like, that's not what you'd expect the goal to be for apocalypse football. It'd be like, they're playing to live or die. And it's like, nope, they hope one day to make it to the big times.
Well, the world has to move on, Dave. You can't stay dwelling on the apocalypse.
So that's the synopsis of whatever I'm
so goddamn excited. Oh, excuse me, children. I'm so gosh darned excited.
Yeah, me too. For whatever the fuck this is, children.
Oh, I'm sorry, kids. Whatever the fuck this is.
Anyway, thank you, Nolan.
Thank
you to Nolan Mayton who made this happen. So lucky to have you. This was through our Patreon, folks. Kids, get your parents' wallet.
Credit card.
Yeah. And go to patreon.com/gamefullyunemployed. We have exclusive podcasts on there like Tom and Jeff Watch Batman, Fox Mulder is a Maniac, Star Trek The Next Futurama, and Spiel Boys. They are all for $5 a month. Also, Himboos, our brand new supernatural podcast. We watch movies every Friday night with our patrons as well. Stuff like a Rutger Hauer movie.
Several Rutger Hauer movies so far, yeah.
Yeah, that's for a little more money, plus all the podcasts. Check that out. We got some great shit on there.
Yeah. You could even make your own series like one of these.
Exactly.
One of these here shows about Rutger Hauer. We also have a store. Head over to gamefullyunemployed.com. You can find a link to our Teespring store, where we have all kinds of cool original artwork by cool original artists like Michael Vincent Bramley, Starlene Hodge, Justin Brown, and others. So please check that out.
Please.
Rate and review our podcast wherever you listen to them. It helps us out. Even if it's a bad review, it helps us anyway. So say what's in your heart. Check out our new show, Badical, Badical, wherever you listen to your podcasts. I think that's it. Yeah, we can be done with this.
Yeah. So long, children.
So long, kids.
Yep. Be good.
And if a stranger comes to pick you up and they say they're a friend of your parents, do not trust them unless they are wearing a bow tie.
Right. Otherwise, you pull out 2 guns and you start a shooting.
Mm-hmm. Start fire. Start blasting.
All those moments will be lost in time, like tears.